Welcome back to In the Shop, folks. Today we're going to be working on identifying the circuits that we need for the computer system that's going to run the engine in the Lotus Esprit project.
Okay, so this is the aftermarket computer for the car, and this is the junk harness that someone had in the car. What we're going to do is go through it bit by bit and correct it so that we can use it. So it's time to settle in and figure this out. So I've got a book here that covers the Electromotive Tech 3 engine computer that I've got. So we're going to go through it and figure out what we need to do. We're just going to go page by page. Okay, so the first thing is wiring the magnetic sensor. Shows the red wire is a signal wire from the sensor, the black wire is the signal ground, and the bare wire is the shield. So it says here that we don't have a cam sensor, we only have a crank sensor. So we're going to be going ECU terminal G9, ECU terminal G4 with the black, ECU terminal G11 with the bare wire. So the red wire is G9, black wire is G4, bare wire is G11. So we're going to have to figure out our pinout for each of the terminals. So I'm sure there is a pinout chart in here somewhere. So we have a GM style idle air valve, old GM style knock sensor. We have a oil temperature switch, oil pressure switch. Crank sensor right there. And then on the charge cooler, we have a charge air temp sensor, and then we're going to have map sensors and whatnot as well. So terminal G5 needs to be ignition power. G is for gray, and 5 goes from 1 to 8 for each row. So 1 to 8, 9 to whatever, 16 to 23 on the bottom row. So G5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's this yellow wire, okay, which isn't even hooked up, or wasn't hooked up. It could have been, I could have cut it. Looks like a clean cut, because I cut all these out. So we want ignition, enter, well, So this is how we start with them. Later, we'll go through and we'll make these little labels, and we'll heat shrink them onto the wires with the labels and some heat shrink. I like to label them that way, so later down the road when I'm messing with it, I can figure out what the hell I did. All right, so next thing we want to get is our power inputs. So G5 is the switch 12 volt. Light green G20 is the fuel pump relay. So we'll go down here to the bottom, and 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, it is in fact green. That says light green. It is, yeah, that's a light green. There's a dark green. So, cut this crud off of it so we can get to it. Okay, so they went from that to something else, but that is our fuel pump relay. Shift in. Fuel pump, enter a relay. And I'm not using paper labels, I'm using these plastic strip label maker. It's Dymo's stuff on plastic, white plastic with the prints out black. So it's real easy to see and read. What I like to do with these is leave a little tab hanging out where I can flip it over and stick it back to itself, help keep it from coming out. Well, folks, that's it for this week's video. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you did. I upload new videos each week, so come and check out my page. And thanks again for watching.